Hi, everyone. I want to do a quick check. You should have done this actually already. I want to see how many of you have been on Brenda and Charu calls with Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies before. Yeah. I want to see how many hardcore fans of BNC Miracle Method we already have here who never want to miss listening to Brenda and Charu, and they always want to see the amazing things they achieve live on call. Tell me how many people, because I know some names I've seen before as well. Yeah. Tell me how many of you. We're going to give them a couple of minutes to type in. Okay, for those of you who are new, you're about to step into an absolutely amazing world. Yeah, you're going to find out, and you're going to find it hard to believe. This is what I was saying earlier as well, because we're usually so hardwired to doubt miracles, but you're going to cut that hardwire today. So now the BNC miracle method is an extremely simple but powerful technique developed and distilled over the years from all the knowledge and experience that Brenda and Charu have had as explorers of energy work. Yeah. With this technique, they're able to not only go straight to the heart of the issue, but they're also able to release the block, speed up manifestation, and they do this across health, monies, relationship, negative entities, and more. Yeah. One technique that works on countless problems. Tell me, what do you think is the best part, if that wasn't already a fabulous part of this? You get to know exactly how long healing will take and in what stages it's happening. Yeah. Now, want to find out how all of this happens? Give me a yes. We like to start all our calls with loads of yeses. Type them into the Telegram group. Brenda, Charu, welcome back to the Mystic Lotus Masterclasses. So fabulous to have you back in 2021.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruchira. Thank you, everyone, for being here and being our fans.
There's been so much talk about the connection between our emotions and our blocks to, let's say, money, health, relationships. What's your perspective on this, and how does it connect with the BNC miracle method? Because this is the core premise of the BNC miracle method, right?
Right. So basically, Ruchira, we are actually very emotional beings. We actually, in our makeup, we do need to express our feelings. However, we have been taught from a very young age to express our very positive emotions. So if I love someone, I'll say, hey, I love you, or hey, I'm doing good, I'm really happy. But if I go around and say, oh, I'm sad, then people say, what's wrong with you, right? Or if I go around and say, I'm really angry, then they look at me and say, again, I just have judgment coming to us. So what we have been taught from a very small age, actually, to not voice out our real emotions. So instead of voicing out our emotions, the negative part of our emotions, we repress our negative emotions. And so by repressing our negative emotions, we actually start creating a dis-ease in our body. So we start having that pain or that tension or that, ache, or something goes wrong in our body. So for example, like, let's say if I have money issues, like I have debts, I have, no job, I'm battling with money, then what happens with money is that it gets stuck in my lower spine. And then when I can't actually handle that, that build up gets too much, because every day I'm going through the same sort of emotion. I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle this anymore. It comes out in the body. The body then forces you to address it, because the body can take only that much limit, like it's a container, right? So once a container is full, that container has to burst. And exactly that's what our body is. Our body then needs to expel it and show you, hey, you need now to, acknowledge this and start doing something about it. So people generally with lower back pain at the, the base of their spine or the lower back usually tend to have money issues or worry about money. I mean, we could have a lot of money as well, but we could worry about money. And that can also create the pain or the imbalance in the body. So that's how, money kind of tells on the body. Let's say for health, like let's say our lungs. Our lungs are store grief. So if anyone has coughs, colds, you know for sure this person is going through something sad, or they're feeling, they're feeling down. And then what happens is that sadness, if they can't express it, then takes into depression. And
Okay.
then further on of depression, then you have the respiratory or the pulmonary, issues. So if you actually go to see right now, what are we facing? We're facing COVID, and we're facing COVID, which addresses our lungs. And
Hmm.
so the people who are really in that, can't handle their grief anymore, are giving into this imbalance of the respiratory issue. So that's how, it works on the health side of the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Brenda, what has been your experience, using the BNC miracle method? What are the, especially you spoke about, in the case of health, you spoke about using the instance of COVID. I know, and we've covered this in previous master classes, the variety of diseases on which you've used BNC. Could you share a little bit about how BNC Miracle Method works, particularly with health issues? Because I know a lot of we did that little question in our groups, and there were so many people with different health issues.
Yeah, I'll ask Charu to address this for you.
So I'll share a few case studies so that people can understand the way miracle method works with. So the recent ones, I got this one young girl, school going girl from Dubai only. And her mother told me she's like 10 years old, and her heart rate went to 100, between 100 and 110. So, and she's a very active girl, like, and she has been in good health, and there was nothing wrong. But suddenly she developed this, she started complaining that I am so tired, I can't come to the dining table, that much tiredness. And then her mother first said, like, because this is COVID time, so the kids are going through different mood swings and all. There's no school, they're at home. So she thought that maybe that's an act of some mood swing or something.
Mm.
But then she realized, then she said, no, mama, I'm really tired. So that's where they went to the doctor, and her heart rate was between 100 to 110, which is a
Okay.
very high heart rate for when you are not doing any activity.
Yeah.
And the tiredness was extreme, that from the room to dining table, she said, I'm tired, I cannot do this
Mm.
distance. So
Mm.
they freaked out, they took her to the hospital, and they diagnosed, a preliminary diagnosis was pulmonary hypertension. So they said, how can it be? They said, no, 1 in a million can happen and all,
Oh
because
God.
there was no history, nothing. Anyway, she booked sessions with us, because then they said they need to do some deep investigation, which will happen by an appointment with a specialist. So when we did the sessions for her, the first session, now this is very important, went only on clearing her negativity. By negativity, I mean those invasive dark energies. So the first session went in that.
Mm.
After my first session, only her heart rate started coming down with less than 90. Uh, Only by my first session of negativity clearance. I did 3, 4 sessions. By the time they went to the specialist, when they went to the specialist, her heart echo showed very minor changes. It
Mm.
did show something. It wasn't like a clean echo, but it did show, but it wasn't. Then they started doubting, no, 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 pulmonary hypertension cannot be. And then maybe she was lucky, because she went to the hospital, she got COVID. She got COVID, and
Mm.
then there was no testing, and she got little more time for the energy to integrate. Otherwise,
Ah.
they would have diagnosed her with something big label. So she stayed at home for 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, all her clinical symptoms went off. She became absolutely now normal, hale and hearty, running around. And
Mm.
now they are doing a retest, and they're saying, no, no, something was misdiagnosed. So this is like, how we use
Oh,
miracle method. If we get enough time, things work in your
that's
favor in that way.
That's incredible. That's really, really incredible because she would have obviously gone on to some treatment and medication that she
Yeah.
didn't
And
really
if we would have
require.
not got that much time, the doctors would have labeled her with some chronic disorder.
Hmm.
So this was one thing. The other one, which was very recent, was like one client called me from India only.
Hmm.
She broke the husband called her, the wife broke her ankle, and it was like multiple fracture in the ankle. So they said surgery. So obviously, like that's the procedure. So they did not approach us then. But then what happened after they, because there was too much swelling, they said, wait for the swelling to subside and then we will tell you about the surgery. So she went for the second checkup where the doctor was supposed to check on the swelling and tell about the surgery dates. So when they went, doctor said, I will do the one surgery tomorrow itself. And there will be two surgeries because half of the swelling is gone and half is not gone. And one side we cannot wait because it started healing, and one side is still very tender, I cannot touch. So he said within 2 weeks on the right ankle there will be two surgeries to fix it. So that freaked them out, and then that's where they called us in the evening that tomorrow is the first surgery, and then within a week on the same ankle there will be second. So I said, why didn't you call us earlier? Because swelling is one thing, we can quickly heal. So anyway, we took the case, we worked, both me and Brenda worked because the time was less, and we wanted to bring the swelling down because the next morning was, because for healing also there is some time for energy to integrate. So we both worked, and next day morning, see, this is what I call the universal conspiracy. So universe conspires to, so next morning they went for the surgery. The surgery was scheduled at 9 in the morning. It got delayed. It happened at 3:30. She was taken inside at 3:30. So it happened a little more, I mean, must have happened around 4:30. They took her in at 3:30. And after, when the doctor came out, the first thing he said that I did the full operation. There was no swelling. Yes.
How awesome.
Yes. So they
Oh my
literally, they
goodness.
were dancing like, with this, and even we were like, keeping our fingers crossed because the time was, because even healing, we thought at least it need 24 hours to integrate. So that
Yeah.
was a thing. Third case study that I really want to share with you all is this, again, a college going girl here. She developed acute these acne, very chronic. They're busting in and pus coming out, very painful. She said, I can't even touch them. So painful. I can't sleep on the pillow. It was hurting her that badly. Then she developed facial hair, and she went into depression, acute depression. And the doctors told her, when she went for testing, she had high levels of prolactin, which is a hormone, and pituitary edemas. So these are like, medical terms, but this is how the doctors diagnosed for her. So then they freaked out because pituitary is a gland here and something happening to that, then, brain is involved, and
Yeah.
it's more fearful. So again, in her case also, my first session was only focused on the negativity clearance. I cleared her negativity. She had tons of negativity. I cleared that. And then we worked around 4 to 5 sessions for her. With every session, she started feeling better. The acne pain went, and obviously they started healing. They started getting dry, and then within after I think 2 weeks, when she did go for the medical checkup, and the prolactin levels were, or not, I would not say normal, but very close to normal. So the doctors, and then they consulted somebody in India also. So they said that a lot of people have this pituitary edema, which is a common thing. So these things, so basically they said, don't even investigate more, because if you see under the microscope, everybody has it to some
Ah,
extent, to some extent.
okay.
So they said it will go, and so I believe the negativity clearance helps in the right diagnosis and the right treatment and the right way of healing as well.
Must have been such a humongous sense of relief for her. That's and her
Yeah.
family. My goodness, that's incredible. So, Charu, Brenda, you mentioned about emotions being at the root of such things as well. Could you share with us what was the emotion that was there, that was locked, that had to be released as well?
So that, why don't we do some for some people, for our audience, rather than talking about the case studies?
Okay, okay. I do have a whole bunch of questions, so we'll come to that. I do have a bunch of questions on, so from people, of course, about Maggie's asking about fibromyalgia. Radhika's asked about osteoarthritis and diabetes and thyroid. Um, and there's a bunch of others as well that I just noticed. Are these things PCOD, IBS, chronic IBS, migraine, weight issues? Anjana's talked about thyroid, diabetes, and back pain, of course. Sona says severe sleep issues. Are these things that BNC Miracle Method can work effectively on? You've had experience.
Yes.
I know we've talked about fibromyalgia before as well,
Yeah.
and you'd shared some case studies on that.
Yeah. We can, all these cases we have experiences in dealing with these type of cases, and a few of them take little bit of a longer time, like fibromyalgia would take little longer. Diabetes depends how old is the client and how long it has been there with them, but it is manageable with BNC Miracle Method. If it is very chronic and it depends on the age of the client as well. So for some people, we tell them to learn so that they can do little bit of work. We guide them, and then they can bring it into balance. Thyroid, we heal completely. Thyroid imbalances can be healed completely with BNC Miracle Method.
Wow.
Because thyroid is one thing, once you start the medication, it's a lifelong medication.
Yeah, you can't be off it.
Yeah, thyroid, we have done many cases of thyroid. Underactive, overactive, whatever.
That's incredible. Tell me something, Charu. When you're applying, so let's say somebody has diabetes, when you're applying BNC Miracle Method, do you have to, and it's a chronic ailment, obviously. Do you have to keep practicing it on a daily basis, or how frequently do you need to practice it to manage your chronic ailment?
So basically, not daily, but what happens is when we do a session, after the session, we come to know how long it's going to take for whatever work you have done, how long it's going to take to integrate in your body. So that tells you when to repeat the next session.
Okay.
So there is a process where you find out. It's not like a simple formula that, okay, every Sunday do one session. No, not like that. There's after the session, you come to know that, okay, whatever I have done is integrating in X amount of time. So I will wait and see, and then I will work for the next one.
Okay. I want to bring somebody on, Charu, who's learnt BNC Miracle Method. Can we speak with Namrata? We heard Vinita earlier. I want to speak to Namrata. Can the team unmute Namrata? Now, she learned the level 1 and 2.
She'll tell you herself.
All right. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Good
Hi,
evening.
Namrata.
Hi, Namrata.
Hi. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Charu.
Hi.
So, my journey began about 3 years ago. I was in a state of, I had a lot of phobia, and which was just increasing with time. And to an extent that, I could have sat in a closet, not answered a single ring, and especially when the calls came from my family. So, I was so scared about this that I spoke to a friend of mine. I said, this is getting very, very difficult for me. What should I do? So so we just talked, and she gave me some advice here and there. And as luck would have it, she got in touch with Brenda and Charu, and she organized a session here in Lucknow. So she asked me if I would like to, learn. So I said, see, I don't have time. I'm in a very, very hectic job, and I come back very late, so it's very difficult. So she did her day 1, and she was very, very excited. And she called me. She said, why don't you just come? It's 15th August and you can meet up with them. So, and she's a very close and dear friend of mine. So I couldn't say no to her. So I went, and she said, why don't you get your healing done? I said, I don't have the money. So I just wanted to, kind of, push her away and just be in my own state. So she said, here is money. So she gave me some 10,000 rupees. And she said, whatever it takes, just get your healing done. So, and now I was with money, with cash in my hand, with everything. And she pushed me. She said, they are free right now. And both of them are very tied up because they had appointments. They said, no, I will speak to them and you just go. So I went, and I kind of broke down when I was talking to them. And they said, no problem. So it'll be done. And I just couldn't believe it. How can something be done with which I had been living for such a long time? So they did a single session on me. And it was like I was a turned leaf in a day or two. I didn't know. I mean, everything of the past appeared so distant. I couldn't even imagine that 2 days ago I was in such a bad state, and now I am, kind of absolutely happy, chirping. Huge amounts of load was off me. I thought, like, this is just amazing. How can this be possible? This can't be true. So then I started, noticing what other changes were happening, and a series of things happened. So then I told my friend, so she was the one who did it first. So she did the BNC miracle method, Manisha. So Manisha had done her level 1 and 2 and she was raving about it. I said, nothing doing, call them again. So she said, Brenda came from Dubai. How can she come here? I said, I don't know. I don't care. You talk to them. So as luck would have it, Charu was still in Jaipur. So, and Charu agreed, my good luck. So a session was, so the classes were held again exactly 1 month after they had left. I did my level 1 and 2, and any time that I got, I was just, clearing all my issues. So as we speak, I think about 6 months ago, I quit working. And the transition was seamless. I have been working for 20 years now. The transition was seamless. Not even for a single day I missed my job. Not even a single day I missed not getting my salary. And not even my independence. I didn't even want to step out of the house and be somewhere and spend that time. And then I called up Brenda. I said, Brenda, I need to do all the levels. She said, can you do them back to back? I said, I don't know. You have to put me through all these sessions and I will learn everything. So my journey from the third level onwards started then. I did my level 3, level 4, level 5. There's a spiritual enlightenment. I think Brenda will detail all of that. So every course that they announced, I did that course, and I did one this morning as well. And these are very powerful sessions. And one of the best things that happens is that the mind becomes relaxed, happier, and you can take challenges head on as you move on in life. So thank you so much, Charu and Brenda. And it's my pleasure to be able to introduce this to others who I hope and see join our group. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What an incredible journey, and you've spoken about it so beautifully. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
I love it when I don't have to ask more questions. Like
it feels like that pause.
Namrata like answered all my questions without like my having to raise them. And I think that's partly one of the benefits of learning BNC Miracle Method. You're able to communicate so beautifully.
Yes, and I would be happy to answer anything that you want me to.
I don't have any questions left for you, Namrata. I wanted to basically talk to you about what shifts you experienced in your life, and was it one thing I'd like to ask, and I think our audience always asks about this. Was it something difficult to learn, to get a grasp of? Did it take a lot of practice?
Actually, this is like bicycle. So once you ride a bicycle, you can keep riding it. So once you learn the technique, so it's a method. Can I tell you another interesting story?
Yeah, of course.
A short one?
Yeah, of course.
So a cousin of mine, she's very spiritual. So I keep having these debates with my sister and my cousin. So both of them are spiritual. They meditate and all that. So initially when I learned, I thought this cousin would have no negatives. So when I checked on the chart, she had 6 negative energies. So which Brenda will detail. So I told her, I said, you have 6 energies. She said, just wait and watch. Within a month, it'll all be gone. I said, all right. So I continued with my life, she continued with hers. Then we met again. She said, or she called me up. She said, can you check? Because I have been really meditating very hard. I checked. I said, you still have 6. So she said, can't be possible. I said, yes, you have. She said, okay, give me 15 more days. I said, you take 100 more days. We'll check again. So after 2 days, she said, you check again. I said, it's still there and maybe more. So she said, now will you? I said, yes, I will. So, what I understood of this is that this is a method. So till such time to have a method, we will not be able to do something. If a surgery is a method and you can remove tumor, you can't by any other way. There may be, but then you need a method. So to put it in a nutshell, BNC is a method. And if you have that method, you can do a lot of wonders in your own life. And you can achieve a mental state which is something, we always want to be in a state of peace and quiet and happiness. I'm not saying that I don't get angry. I do get angry, but the thing is, my reactions have become much better and my anger will stay for a much lesser time. And so all these things, so my behavior has altered for the better.
How fabulous. How wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Namrata. Thank you for sharing. I know you're in a hurry today as well. I know we detained you for a long time. Thank you for staying on.
So
Thank you.
one thing that she said I really loved, and that is what our mission is, which is self-empowerment. So
Yeah.
medical method is all about self-empowerment. We encourage people to learn, because if you empower yourself with this, and it's a simple tool, then you don't, like she said, she could take any challenge head on.
Yeah, yeah.
That feeling of helplessness is not there. And
That's
that creates a ripple effect where you feel that relaxation, and you know, even in the worst situation, you know, at least I have a tool. Let me apply that.
That's true. That's true. Brenda, Charu, I have a whole bunch of questions. Of course, there are lots and lots of um health issues that our audience has. Um, I'm going to raise a few and then we're going to answer some of them straight on Telegram after the call. I want to tell everybody that Brenda and Charu are around all of today and tomorrow to answer your questions. There were some questions regarding how many sessions are required for certain health issues and how long will it take. There are a couple of things. Hemant is saying he is 60 and has high BP. Now, BP, we've asked before as well. How easy or hard is it, Charu, to work with BP issues when you're older?
It's easy, it's not hard, but it will require a little bit more work than for a young person.
Okay.
The method remains the same, so it's not hard, but it will require a little bit. What we will do in 3 sessions might take 7 sessions, 6 to 7 sessions.
Okay.
Because of the aging.
Okay. All right. Charmaine has an interesting health issue. She says her husband is addicted to smoking. Is that something that can be addressed?
For addictions, what we have seen is only if the person is willing to quit, then only it works. If you are unwilling to quit, and then, like, you know, some mothers come to us that, you know, my son, he's addicted to alcohol. Can you do something about it? But the son is not willing to quit alcoholism. So then we cannot do anything. If he is ready, or if the person who's asking, if the husband is wanting to quit, then it will work. But if it is, if only she wants and he doesn't want, then we haven't seen very great results with medical.
Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity now to actually let you pick, and we're going to ask Shilpa to do that.
Okay.
We're going to look at taking on 3 people, and we're going to find out what's the emotion that's blocking them, what's preventing them, or what's causing their health or money or relationship issues. So I'm going to tell Shilpa to pick 3 names. and share with me. And I will take a look at, Shilpa, share it with me on Zoom private chat. Then I will take the names. And I just want to tell everybody, Vandana, Deepa, we're going to answer all your questions. We're going to come back to it. All right. I've got the first name, Anurita, and we're going to unmute you, and we'd like you to come on video as well. So Anurita, Julie Thakkar, and Debashish. I'm glad we have a guy. We always end up having a lot of women on our calls. All right. Should we?
Good evening.
Good evening, Devashish.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Charu, Brenda, should we have them on video one by one, or would you like to speak with all of them?
No, one by one.
One by one? Okay, Devashish, you're on already.
Okay.
So let's start with you.
So what is what do you want us to address? What is your one issue that you would like us to look at?
One of my issues is a kind of phobia or fear, you can say.
Okay.
A fear of losing my self-image. That means nobody cares me.
Fear of looking at your own image?
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting.
Yeah. So I hate that. Even I go to that extent also. By losing money, I also want that self-image.
Okay.
I need to say that.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to look at the emotion that is behind this issue, right? Ruchira, that's what we're looking at, right? So we didn't tell them. So all we're going to do is we are going to actually look at what are the emotions causing this phobia or fear for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We can take the next one now. Oh, sorry, you saying something?
Yeah, I'll get it done till you do.
Shall we talk to Anurita?
Yes, yeah, we can do that actually. So Brenda is working on Debashish and I can work on Anurita meanwhile.
Okay.
So that will save time. Yeah.
Hi, Anurita.
Hi.
Hi, Anurita.
Hi.
So what is the issue that you are wanting to know more about?
I just wanted to know about the issues is that I sometimes feel that my health issues are is due to my family, exactly due to financial problems, and actually I was very active. I'm into Pilates from last 10 to 14 years. I keep myself active, but still last 2.5 years back I got stent in my heart and a lot of health issues had started. In fact, I had never fallen sick. I had never had kerosene in my life. So I don't know, suddenly this happened, and that time only my financial problem, a lot of financial problem had started. So this is the case, and my nature has started changing now. I have become hyper. I don't trust anybody.
Okay, so let's see what's causing lack of health in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can give Debash's information.
Debashish?
Hello.
Yeah, so so you have three emotions actually creating your fear of looking at your own image. The first one is blocks to faith, so the lack of faith. self-esteem, so lack of self-esteem or blocks to self-esteem, and responsibility.
Hello.
Yeah, your volume isn't coming too clear.
Devashish,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think just move your mic slightly away. I think it might be static.
Now it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
better.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you hear what I said? So the three things
No,
that, okay. So the three things that are creating this fear of looking at your own image is responsibility or lack of responsibility or too much responsibility. It can be either both ways. Self-esteem. So usually self-esteem is lack of self-esteem, and faith. So lack of faith. So these are the
it's on
three.
myself.
Yeah, faith of
Faith?
yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the solution for this?
So usually this is what we do in the BNC Miracle Method. We start working on these emotions and start clearing them. But we always tell people that once you have an awareness, so 50% healing is awareness. So now that I'm aware that this is what's happening in my life, so I have low self-esteem, or I have too much responsibility that I can't handle, and this is what my fear or my phobia kind of is. It will automatically start giving you an awareness and start healing itself automatically, because once you have awareness, 50% is awareness. And
Because I've done a lot of things to some Reiki healing, some subconscious mind healing, and all other healings also.
yeah.
Now you learn.
Yeah. Now you can learn.
I have learned a lot of methods, but nothing is working for me. I don't know why it is. Obviously.
So let me jump in there. Charu, you mentioned this when we were discussing earlier as well, that in a lot of cases where you've tried different methods and still you're unable to resolve a problem, sometimes it is to do with negative entities, right? Is there a way to check for these things using BNC Miracle Method?
Yeah, we generally
Exactly.
check the negative energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can check.
We can check for you. Brenda will check till I can tell Anurita.
All right. Okay. Let's have Anurita back.
Anurita,
yes.
Okay. So for your basically lack of health, so the emotions that are playing and are creating illness programs for you is one is, of course, you are running illness programs. Then you have fear of failure. Then you are also running the energy of abuse. You are hurt by your loved ones. And it's called, we call it distress due to subtle bodies of departed ancestors. So somebody who has passed on, who has died, you are holding on to some energy of one of your loved ones. So that also is in a way, we call it, it falls in negative energy, because it is something which should not be in your auric field, and you are holding on to somebody's energies. So that is what is bringing your vibration down and creating illnesses for you.
So what is the solution for this?
See, solution is either you take a session with us or you learn. The best is that you learn. If you learn, then you can actually work on all your issues.
But can this be healed completely?
Yes, it can be healed completely.
And how much time will it take?
That you will know only when you do a session. Once you do a session, then it tells you how long for the results to show up.
Okay, thank you so much.
It is from person to person.
It's not,
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thanks, Anurita. Thanks, Charu. Thanks, Brenda. Shall we bring Devashish back, and then we will go on to a third person?
So the reason why nothing is working for you is because there is open portals to lower dimensions. So this is where the negative energy is residing. So maybe
I can't get you. I can't get you.
I hear Brenda clearly. Devashish, could you check on your your end?
Just a second.
I think he has a lot
Voice
of
is,
disturbances on
yeah, yeah,
his
yeah.
phone. Yeah.
Uh,
Can you hear now?
Which is also
yeah, yeah,
negative
yeah.
energy blocking the information.
Okay.
This is a clear
Yes,
sign.
now it's
Yeah.
clear. Now it's clear.
Yeah. So there are three things that are not allowing you to move. That is, one is open portals to lower dimensions. This is where there is negative energy around you in your surrounding. So this is stopping you from moving forward. The second one is discarnates, what we call souls that haven't moved to the light. So generally, they actually are in our auric field. So this could
Okay.
also be affecting you. And thirdly, there's a curse. So this is
There is cut.
also, yeah, so there's a curse, so that hasn't been cleared. And once this curse would clear, then you would see a difference.
That can be cured.
Yes,
The cut.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That
yeah.
means it's past life karma, we can say.
Yes, it
Yeah.
comes from past lives. It can come from this life, it can come from past life. We
Okay,
can't really
okay.
say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And also the Vastu is affected, you can say.
It's
Vastu.
not, it's like if you want to say Vastu, yeah, it is kind of
Yeah, yeah.
the negative energy. We can call it
After
that
all,
too.
it's a negative energy, whatever it may be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you
So,
so much,
Thank,
Devashish.
how
thank
this
you.
can be cleared? I want to take a session then.
Yeah, sure. You can talk to Mystic. I think in the chat there are all the links to the sessions and learning.
Okay,
So
okay.
please have a
To
look
Please
to the
there.
to your Telegram channel.
On the Telegram, the links are there.
Okay,
Devashish,
okay,
all links to sessions as well as the program will be shared soon
okay,
on
okay.
the Telegram group as well as on Zoom chat. So not to worry. Yeah. And
Thank
we'll
you very
look
much.
at what Brenda and Charu actually teach in level
Hmm.
1 and level 2, and that'll help you to understand whether you should take sessions or whether you should do the program so that you can apply it on
No,
different.
no. First, I want to heal myself. So then I'll go for the
Learning.
teaching.
Yeah, so it is a tool to heal yourself
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
that you
Yeah, yeah.
learn. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Devashish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's bring on
Julie.
Julie. I think we
Yeah,
Yeah,
had,
Julie.
there
yeah,
she is.
Julie Tucker. There's one person.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Julie.
Hi. So, from past few months, I am experiencing pain in my right hand side of the body. The pain actually starts from this area, right eyebrow, and then it during the day, in the end of the day, it really aggravates. The pain goes to so right jaw pains, head is also paining, and then shoulder is also paining, the arm is also paining, and elbow is also paining. Only right hand side.
Okay.
That's yeah.
All right.
So basically, till Brenda is checking, I can talk a little bit. So any issue that you have in your body, the cause is always emotional. So with BNC miracle method, we developed a way of tapping directly into your energy field and checking that energy and clearing it off. This is how
Okay.
it
In
works.
fact, Charu, I'm going to raise a couple of really complicated cases.
Okay.
I think there was somebody, Monisha said she has a boy who's disturbed when he hears a dog barking and he shouts at the dog to stop barking. Um, Also, when he gets up from his sleep, he says he has monsters in his chest. But after he burps, he says the monsters went away.
Uh,
Um, what what would be is this something that you can investigate with BNC Miracle Method, like
yes,
try and
yes.
figure?
Yeah, so this from the symptoms only, we can tell that he is gripped with negativity.
Okay.
So definitely a negativity clearance would help him big time.
Okay, let's quickly, shall we go through, Charu, what's covered in level 1 and what's covered in level 2? Because we've been looking at a lot of cases which have negativity, and that is something that is addressed as part of level 2, right?
Yes, negativity clearance. So level 1 of BNC miracle method is where you learn the technique. So you learn the method itself in level 1. The method is very simple. It's only asking 3 questions and that's it. And then you repeat the same thing. So we teach you miracle method. We teach you in 15 minutes actually. In 15 minutes we teach you, but we have kept the class for, it's one full day class. So we teach it now in a span of 2 days, 3 hours one day, 3 hours on the second day. This is how we are teaching. So we talk about some fundamental concepts about spirituality, and then we teach you, and then the rest of the time we make you practice. So this is how it is. You learn the technique. While learning the technique on that day, you are able to work on any issue that you have in your life, whether it is health, money, relationship. You can work on yourself. You can work on other people as well. And the method works, the whole operation is done on a set of charts and with the use of a pendulum. So it's not a touch therapy. So whether your client is in front of you or somewhere else, like we are sitting here in Dubai and you guys are somewhere in any part of the world. And now what we are able to do is we are able to tap into your energy field and find your information. So in the same way, you will also learn by learning level 1. So that is level 1. You learn miracle method and you learn how to do sessions for yourself and for other people. Level 2 is a class which is dedicated only for negativity clearance. By negativity, what we mean is not negative emotions. We mean dark energies or the invasive energies, which are part of the environment. It is there in the environment and they cling to us. And when they cling to us, they bring our vibration down. And they block healing. So like, you guys must have seen people saying, hey, I took 1 course of antibiotic and then I took a 2nd course of antibiotic and this cough is not going. Now, this is like, why the cough is not going. 1 course of antibiotic is good enough to heal anybody's cough. So this is a clear sign that there is some negativity. So when there is negativity, it blocks healing. Now what Devashi said, he did so much. But somehow whatever he did, somebody missed on clearing the negativity. So once his negativity is cleared, the healing will reach to the root and he will shift. Whether it is alternative healing, BNC miracle method healing, Reiki healing, or any other healing, or medication. Medicine is also healing. So even the medication will not work for him because the negativity is blocking the healing energy to reach to the roots. So level 2 is totally dedicated to negativity. So we teach you how to find negativity in a person or for yourself and how to clear it, including black magic clearance and curses and psychic attack, evil eye, blah, 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 all forms of negativity.
Okay. I'm going to ask everyone because I think people will have this question for both of you, that is my problem something that warrants just level 1, or will it require level 1 and 2? So I'm going to ask everyone to just let everyone know that Brenda and Charu will address it. Just ask in the Telegram group and we'll address it there. Yeah. Do we want to talk to Julie?
Yeah, we can talk.
Brenda?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Julie?
So for you, Julie, the things that are blocking your or creating this pain on your right side is basically there's some trauma. So you have gone through some trauma recently, and that has actually just got stuck on the right side of your body. And the other emotions are anger and something where some injustice was done to you or you experienced injustice. And so you've not accepted whatever has happened, and there is like blocks to faith or lack of faith or what has happened. So does that make sense for you?
Yes.
So
Yes,
yeah.
it does.
Yeah. And generally right side is male, so there's obviously some big conflict with the male energy. So you can actually now with that awareness just release that conflict, the trauma, or whatever you've stored in the body, because obviously you haven't been able to express it, given that it was an injustice to you. You have not been able to express it out. So you can write it down or whatever and release the trauma so that pain will get less.
Thank you so much, Brenda and Charu, for this, and thank you, Master Lotus, for giving me this opportunity.
Thanks.
Divine gratitude. Thank you.
Julie.
It really made sense what you said. Thank you. The findings were really bang on.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Thank you, Julie. Gosh. So everyone, you just saw how BNC Miracle Method works on finding emotional blocks, yeah, and how accurately it finds these. We're also going to look at how accurately and how quickly it reduces pain. We're going to take on 3 more people in a little bit on the call, so hang around and you're going to witness that too. All right. I have my own questions as well. I've been raising everybody else's up till now. You've addressed negativity. You've addressed blocks to healing. There is another aspect as well of BNC Miracle Method, Brenda, Charu, where you look at space clearing, going beyond homes. How does BNC Miracle Method detect negative energies that might be there in a space?
So today only I taught this class about space clearing. So basically what we do is like the Diwali ki safai. We clean your house is so beautifully. It's as good as Diwali ki safai. वो भी इतनी बढ़िया आप लोग नहीं करते होंगे जो हम करके देंगे. So with space clearing, what I realized was space. It's like, suppose if I'm wearing pure white, nice white clothes. So that is depicting my house. So my house might be very clean, but if the energy of the land is not that great, so it's like me cleaning myself or wearing white clothes and going and sitting in the furnace. So then ultimately I will become black because I'm sitting in the furnace. So that's what we do. We keep cleaning the house, but we forget about the land. So what we do is first we clean the energy of the land, and land these days has too much because of too much of underground construction, underground metro, buildings making deep excavations, and even scientists doing experiments of the kinds which shifts the earth plates. So all these things
mining, things like that, I'm sure.
Mining, along with mining on all these things. So the earth currents are moving and the energy of the earth is quite messed up. And if it is falling under your house, it can create havoc for your house. So what we do with space clearing is first we clear the energy of the land properly, and then we'll clear the house. In the house clearing also, what we do is we find the hard spot of the house. We find the abundance spot, the power spot. We find these spots, and they should be at a certain alignment. Just imagine if the hard spot of your house is in the neighbor's house. So definitely you will struggle big time with relationships because the house itself is not supporting at all. So the house is a sacred space where you spend maximum time. It needs to support you in order for you to have health, in order for you to have success, in order for you to have good relationship, in order for you to be in an abundant state. So space clearing is a very important aspect. Also, what I have seen is people with migraine, which doesn't go that easily, arthritis, people having any bone or muscle related issues, they're all connected with the earth energies. They're all connected with the earth energies. So we work very deeply with the space clearing. And we teach also that part as well. After you learn level 1, once you know the miracle method level 1, then all these things open up for you.
So tell me something, Charu. When you learn the method in level 1,
yes,
and then you're able to how does that method change in level 2? Does something else get added on, or
no? We actually the basic concept remains the same, but we add little twist in each level and we make the method more powerful. By the time you reach level 4, it becomes 10 times more powerful than level 1.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But what I want to reiterate is like, we're talking about higher levels. So basically, just not to scare everyone, because sometimes people get scared. So we generally recommend level 1 and level 2 for people. So that, level 1 and level 2 becomes like your Panadol or your medicine chest go-to therapy. And generally, people who have taken level 3 onwards have been doing it professionally. So if you want to become a professional healer, if you want to charge for your sessions, if you want to, start earning from this, because we now start encouraging our students to earn from this method, because it's such a powerful method that you can actually create so many miracles that you'll actually have a lot of people actually standing there waiting for you. So when you're ready to take it to a professional level, then yes, 3, 4, 5 are the levels that you want to do. And also, what I want to say is that all our levels are certified. So they are IPHM certified, which is from a board in the UK, which is the International Practitioners of Medicine. So they have actually gone through our material, seen that what we're giving is actually authentic and the method works. And so it's all actually, so it's IPHM certified. So you can actually take your certificate and professionally work in anywhere. And if you're in the UK and all, so it actually it also covers under insurance because it's an IPHM certified course.
Awesome.
So that's the difference, just to allow people to understand, they don't have to take all the levels. And we have had people who have done level 1 and created massive miracles. So the only thing is like as you said, how long do you work? So if I have a chronic issue, maybe I will work on it every day a little bit for 15 minutes. But if I have like level 4 or 5, I might need to work on it maybe every month. So that's the difference. Like, the speed of time becomes easier. So the levels bring, collapses the space time. And so things become faster. But at level 1 as well, we've had, our students doing miracles.
Today only she said for her dad cancer.
Yeah. So today only we have like, we receive miracles every day. But yeah, so just to let you know.
Share with us a couple of stories actually about what people have achieved with just level 1.
Yeah, so today only this one girl, she shared with us in space clearing class, and she has learned level 1. And she said that her dad had a 4th stage of cancer, and it was at such a level where doctor said no surgery, no treatment for him. And he was getting tumors all around his body. And then a new tumor came on the cheek, and then which was like the most visible one. And then first she was like scared to work on him because she thought that it is his journey and she should not interfere. But then after learning miracle method, she worked on him, and she just did 2 sessions, and this tumor, it burst out. So she got scared first that, oh, what happened? Something went wrong. But then when they went to the doctor said that this tumor is no more there. They just did the cleaning. And the cancer cells started going in remission. So the cancer cells went so low that the doctor said, oh, we can now actually give him some sort of a treatment. So she was so excited. Just 2 sessions and one level 1 student.
My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness, that is incredible. That is really, really incredible. How awesome.
Yeah.
I know there were a bunch of questions around cancer as well in the group. My goodness, that's just level 1.
Yes, just level 1 she's done.
Level 1 she's done, and she only did 2 sessions on her father, and she was able to get him into remission.
I wanted to bring her today on call, but then she had to go for some commitment. So because she just told us today morning, so we said, can you come in the evening? So she had some commitment. Otherwise, I would have called her. We all gave her a standing ovation on the itself, but we did clap for her. We all stood up.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Somebody asked, in fact, Vandana asked, how much time does one have to devote every day? Vandana, I presume that question is regarding when you're learning the method.
Yeah, so when you learn, so basically a session takes 1.5 hours approximately, 1 to 1.5 hours. That is how long a session is. But if we don't have that much time, you can break the sessions. So you can just do 5 to 10 minutes to a longer duration.
Okay. All right. Is everybody ready? We can take on 3 people. Brenda, Charu, are you guys good? Okay. So I'm going to request Shilpa, and then we will share, let everyone have a taste, and then we'll share details, more details about the course. All right. Shilpa, give me 3 names, because I don't want anyone to message me on WhatsApp. All right, we can start with Lata. Lata, can you come on video and unmute yourself?
Hi, Brenda Charu.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Lata.
I have a very unusual problem. There is a little lump here, which since 2 years I'm having it. No issues, no paining. I showed my doctor as well as my homeopath doctor, and they say it's nothing. Again, after some time, it was slight pain, like, on and off if I touch. Again, they said there's nothing. But now it's giving me some problem, like, especially while sleeping, I cannot sleep on that side. And mainly it happens at night during sleeping time, or sometimes when I comb my hair and if it touches that part little hard or something. Like right now, nothing is there. So I can't understand, and the doctors are saying it's nothing. So there is something. What is happening?
Okay, I'm just going to come in here for one moment. Shilpa, give me names. I don't know
So,
whether
Ruchira, if Shilpa is actually taking anything, it has to be pain, which is
yeah,
often
that's what I was
moving.
just, yeah.
Because Lata doesn't have pain, but since she's taken Lata, we will actually look at the emotion causing that lump. And then because we will not be able to do a demonstration to see a difference. So we're looking at pain that is like from the past 6 months to 8 months to actually make a difference and actually show, because pain is the easiest demonstration to give. But for Lata, what we can do is we can actually, since you don't have pain right now, what we can do is check to see the emotion causing that the pain in that area of yours. Okay, is that all right with you?
Yes, please.
And I
Thank you.
think your daughter knows the method as well. So Diti can actually do a session for you on those emotions. Would that be fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Shilpa, just look at. I'd like everyone to look at people who have pain right now, yeah, so that we can see not pain that you had a week ago and it's gone, pain that you're having right now. Yeah, give us a number. How do you rank your pain from a 0 to 9? And Shilpa will give me the names for that. All right. I'm so glad that usually when we are on these calls, people have pain at 9, 10. Today, I'm glad that nobody's in so much pain.
So for you, Lata, actually, part of this, the reason why actually the doctors aren't able to find out anything is actually it's coming from, how you can say, from the ancestral lineage. So you're tapping into something which is bringing you ancestral pain. So somewhere in your ancestral line, there must have been a suicide. Someone committed a suicide. And no, I mean, I'm not talking 1 generation or 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 generations ago. So you might not even know. And maybe if you look into it, And the other thing is there's been someone in the ancestral line has had an accident which involved a death. So these are things, that's why it's not moving for you, because it's a lineage thing, ancestral. So you can ask Diti to talk to me and I can tell her what to clear for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, in a way it's not yours, but you're actually representing someone who's gone through these emotions, and maybe you're healing them somehow.
I am healing them.
Yeah, somehow you are healing them. You're choosing to heal them. So you can choose not to heal them anymore, and maybe that pain will dissipate. And the other thing is something to do with responsibility. I don't know what you feel about responsibility, but have a look at it and see how responsibility is playing out in your life. Either you have too much or lack of, or whatever. Maybe responsibility. Yeah.
Responsibility of any particular,
Yeah.
like if I'm shifting house.
Yeah. That can be major trauma to a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite deep. It's quite deep, is it?
Yeah, actually, that's what I was like. Oh my gosh, so many things came up, and I'm like, but then Charu said, no, tell her it's okay, she'll handle it.
Yeah, Brenda was thinking like,
yeah,
the energies were a little high level, so she was like thinking, oh, should I share or not share? But then we thought, why not? There's a reason why you came, so maybe this information will shift something for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is a pain here. Is that have to do anything with this, in connection of this? Only from year to year, and it's so bad that you can't even put on your pants. Or, like, is it anything to do with this, or it's
no? It's something separate.
It's something
separate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm worried actually, but thanks a lot. At least we know what.
Because all of them can be cleared. So that's the beauty of our work. We don't go into that like that helplessness state or that fear state or whatever. This is the where you are empowered and you can actually work on this. So as I said, awareness is 50% healing. And now that you know what you're doing, you can say, you know what, I don't need to heal my ancestral line, because a lot of us heal our ancestral line. And you can choose to say, you know what, I don't need to. And who knows, tomorrow morning you'll get up and it's gone. It's a choice. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. So we have Rajeshwari with a back pain at 9.
Okay.
And we have Rupal, who has pain in her thumb and shoulder at an 8. Can we have Rajeshwari and Rupal unmuted? And can we have you on video? Just check.
Good evening.
Hi, Rajeshwari. Rajeshwari, can you come on video? You've gone on mute again, Rajeshwari.
Rupal is there actually, so we can work with Rupal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Rupal.
I have pain in my shoulder and this back. It's since more than a month, and I have pain in both my thumbs. It goes here to here, only here to here. So it is something I don't know. I checked with doctors also.
So the pain in shoulder is on left side? Right side?
No, right side. Right side.
Right side. So where does it go from? From the shoulder to the shoulder blade at the back? That's what you said?
Yeah, shoulder blade and down shoulder blade also.
And what's the degree of pain? I mean,
8.
on a scale 1 to 10, it's 8.
8.
8. Okay. And pain in both the thumbs, you said?
Yeah, both the thumbs.
And that pain is how much?
I cannot bend like this and not like this, and I cannot hold anything heavy.
And what's the level of pain on each hand? Same, like left thumb.
Right hand it's less on thumb. Left hand is very much. Right thumb is lesser than left thumb.
Yeah. So what is it on a scale 1 to 10?
Left hand it's 7.
And right?
Right is 6.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do. I'll do. Yeah, the shoulder. Yeah, you can do shoulder. I'll do pain and thumbs. Oh, okay. Or you're going to do the thumbs. I can do shoulder. Okay.
While Brenda and Charu are working on Rupal, I just want to highlight to everybody that they're going to be around all of today and, well, later today as well as tomorrow. So if you want to check whether it's level one or level two, level one and two, that will help you with specifically your health issue or your money or relationship issues, just put it on the Telegram group and they'll be able to guide you on it. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
And we have a surprise for everybody at the end of the call. So hang around for that too.
So we'll give it some time to integrate for Rupal. In the meantime, we can take the next person because whatever we've done, the energy needs to move. So we'll wait for we'll talk to the person and then come back.
We'll come back and talk to
So we can speak to Rajeshwari if she's available.
Rajeshwari, can you unmute yourself? And if you guys can hear some music, it's not in my house. It's happening somewhere in the distance, but I can hear it. And I hope it's not bothering anyone else.
Everyone's dancing on the beach.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Music that's going on. So
But
thankfully,
we are
it's
dancing out here, so it's good.
Yes,
all right.
Rajeshwari, tell us.
Can, can we hear Rajeshwari? Rajeshwari, just come on audio if you can. Just unmute yourself.
I have unmuted
And
already.
Yes, yeah.
oh,
Go
there you
ahead.
are. Okay. Oh gosh, you're somewhere cold.
I'm feeling cold today. I don't know why.
I miss winter. So when I see somebody wearing sweater, I'm like, oh, that is so nice. All right, Rajeshwari, tell us.
Hi, Brinda ma'am and Charu ma'am.
Hello, Rajeshwari.
Actually, I have pain in my lower back, and I am suffering from that since I think maybe 15, more than 15 years.
Okay.
I have some pain in my lip also, as I met with an accident 2 months back, and since then, yes, I have that pain. Actually, after I got stitches, the pain was relieved for 15 days. It was not at all there. After 15 days, I am feeling very much pain in my lip.
What you're doing? One you, one me, or what? Okay. Okay. Do it. Okay. Brenda selected lip. I'm left with lower back.
Charu always does this to our, when we have a class, and Charu will say, any easy questions? Ask who? Ask
No,
me.
I answer if the question is little difficult. I said, oh, it's such an easy question. Even Brenda can answer that.
This is such an easy demo that Charu can do.
She played my game. So, Rajeshwari, how much pain you have on a scale of 10? 10 being maximum, 0 means no pain in your lower back?
9.
9. Okay.
And for the lip?
7.
So we can ask Rupal till Brenda also finishes. We can bring in Rupal now.
I was going to ask. All right. Rupal, tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, it's like 1% less, not more than that.
So for the thumb?
For thumb, it's 1% less.
Okay.
And for shoulder, it's quite good.
Okay, cool. So for thumb, I feel it's a nerve pain. So you need to address it fully. Yeah. But it will improve.
And what was this?
By tonight, it will improve more. It needs more time to integrate.
Okay.
So I think you rated 7 and 6.
Yeah.
So check both the thumbs.
Yeah, it's 1% less, not more than that. But shoulder is quite good.
Okay, yeah, cool. So what do you rate
Very less.
shoulder at? Because shoulder was 8 and now you rate shoulder at?
Yeah, almost 5, 4.
50% less. So I'll just tell you what your emotions are so you can have an idea of it. So I work on the shoulder. Basically, it was to do with success and supportiveness. So either you don't feel supported and you probably feel that there's lack of success, and due to that, you don't have that freedom. So either somebody's not supporting you to be able to reach your own potential, or not giving you that freedom or ability to be who you are, and that's creating anger and the shoulder pain.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can heal through this modality.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, it's 50% less already. So, I mean, we just did a 5-minute demo. So if we do a full session, then you can imagine what the results can be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Most welcome.
Thanks, Rupal. Hope you feel better soon. Hope before we close the call, your pain is gone, because we've seen that.
We've seen that happen as well.
People have come back while we've been talking, people have come back and written on the Telegram group that pain is actually gone completely. All right. Rajeshwari, shall we hear from her?
Yes.
So I feel my leg pain is somewhat better than better means it has been But,
so your leg pain started at 7.
Rajeshwari, give us a number so that it's easier for everyone to understand, and for you to, more than everyone else, for you to understand the shift.
Reduced more than 1%.
So now what is it? It started at 7, and so now it is at what? What means 1 is no pain and 10 is pain. Maximum. So maximum.
Or 5.
Fine. Okay, cool. So I just give you your emotions that are linked to it. Basically, there's anger and lack of acceptance. And I think the anger is not yours, more like a parent's anger. So maybe they're angry because of what happened to you, or the accident, or how you were in an accident. And so really it is not your anger. It is a parent's anger or somebody else's anger that you're actually that is coming through you. So this is awareness for you. Now it's 5, so it could probably change to 0 shortly.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome.
And the lower back?
And the lower back started at 9, and now?
No, it is still there.
So what's the number approximately?
I can give 1% reduction.
Okay, cool. For 15 years, it's been 9. So now after 15 years, it's 8. It's still a 1% change in the body. So that's cool as well. So, that can make a big difference to you. And it's a 15-year-old pain. It needs a bigger work and more session, or more dynamic session. And anyway, just to give you an idea, lower back pain, as we had said in the beginning, is about money. So financial stress. So you can look and see what your financial stress is for yourself.
That is a major issue with me.
Yeah, so till your financial stress doesn't get healed, your back pain, it comes onto your back. So, you can hear Ruchira is such a classic example, right? 15 years. And so how long has she been, with this issue of money stress? So,
So
yeah.
see, even if the situation remains the same for the finances, but don't take stress. So you choose something else. So the pain will go, because it's not solving your financial issue, but it's creating pain. So that awareness itself, that you have to deal with the situation differently. It's just a mind switch. If you switch it, the pain will go tomorrow itself.
And we've actually had some really cool, we actually do money sessions as well. And the other day I was just doing a session for somebody, and usually we do a 15 minutes discovery session. And what even they didn't realize, and what I saw from when they were talking, was like basically they are in debt, and they wanted to get out of debt. And so for the past 2 years they've been in debt. And so what I realized is that they basically can manifest money for the next day. So if they need money, let's say I need money for my house, for my electricity, for the water bill, whatever, they're able to manifest that. So what we found gave them an awareness that they're manifesting for the day. So tomorrow I need that money, they'd somehow get it. So all they had to do was create, like have a list. Like obviously because they were young, they weren't taught how to budget. So they were a jeweler family, and whatever he wanted, he would just pick up from the shop and go. So he learned to live by the day, and so he created by the day for himself. And now obviously they're split from the business and things have changed, but he still had that same mindset. So now suddenly he got an awareness, oh, I can create for tomorrow. So now let me create bigger. So then gave him the exercise to say, okay, how much do you need? Include your rent, include, your monthly expenses, make a budget sheet. So change so much for them. And they were like, wow, we didn't even realize this. We were doing this. So yeah, so we do very, quite profound money sessions as well. Yeah, just coming to the topic of that. Yeah.
Rajeshwari, can you check one more time about your lower back?
Yeah. Yeah. 1% reduced again.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah.
So it keeps, as time is passing, it keeps dropping, right?
Yeah,
Charu?
because we just did it, so it needs like some people they integrate within 2-3 minutes. For some people, they still integrate, but they want to comprehend. It will take, because it has been on her mind for so long that her mind cannot comprehend that it can just go. So she needs a little bit more time to actually realize that it is. But she, of course, it's 15-year-old acute problem, so it needs a intense session.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rajeshwari. Thank you for receiving this as well from Brenda and Charu.
Thanks a lot for choosing me in this way.
And we're going to ask everyone whoever's gone through this pain, I'd request them all to rank their pain again at the end of the call on the Telegram. Share with us if you see another shift. I know how hard it is to believe that the pain is reducing, especially when you've been feeling that pain for years and years and years. So it's almost like your friend, so you don't want to let it go. You've been living with it for a long time. All right. Okay, let's share with everybody what you have on offer today as well. Brenda, Charu, if you're set. I know a whole bunch of people have been asking what are the charges, what are the details, and there's some bonuses for today as well that people should not miss out, especially the money manifestation, money calls that you're offering as bonus. So I'm going to quickly share my screen. There were a couple of questions, Brenda, Charu, there was one from Prakash and there was one from Deepa. I'd like you to definitely take a look at those. They're very intense situations, so you can best guide them on what would be good for them. There was Maggie, there was Maliha who was on the call, but she was in so much pain that she had to leave. She's been suffering from fibromyalgia and she finds it hard to hold on to anything. So if you could respond to them later after the call, that would be great. Okay, let me share my screen. 1 second. Okay. So everyone knows it's the BNC miracle method. Brenda, Charu, take it away. Tell me when to switch to the next.
We have our BNC Miracle Method, which is the level 1 program. In the level 1 program, it is for total 6 hours. And we're doing our class on the 13th and 14th of March. And it's 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So we've divided it on 2 days. So for those who like an ease of learning, we have divided it onto 2 days. And then option 2 would be on the 21st of March at 10:30 a.m. to 4:30. So that's a whole day of learning. So giving those who have jobs and can't actually make it on a weekday, so we did it on a Sunday. So in level 1, they are all Zoom calls. We send to you 5 charts and a pendulum. With that, you get money manifestation calls. So you'll get 5 money manifestation calls. These are very powerful manifestation calls where we start vibrating money. So the intention is that you've spent so much on X amount on this class. So by the time you finish the money manifestation, you would receive, receive back the money. And we also do a parent seva call, which is like service for parents. So which is very powerful. So, we will come to a time where our parents are older and their health brings a lot of stress on us. So we've formulated a group where we work on our parents to ensure that they have good health. Their good health actually tells on us where actually, we are more satisfied. And I actually want to tell you like an example. My dad actually was not well in the month of December and actually November. And he actually he didn't even tell me, and they live in Australia, so they're very far from me. And I'm in Dubai. So he just said, I'm not well. And then he just said, I went to the doctor and I have a kidney stone. And the kidney stone had moved down to the bladder. And because he's a heart patient and he's on heart thinners, the doctor actually said that you need to do a surgery because we can't wait for it to like create any issue for you, because if you go under an operation because of the blood thinners, you might bleed out. So then he actually two weeks because in Australia they give you the time. So 2 weeks later, he actually got an appointment to see the doctor to do a laparoscopy to burst it and remove that So he had to go off his thinners and everything. So I did like 2 weeks of parent seva. Of course, I did a session, two sessions for him. And then, of course, in the group seva, I intended first that stone would move. Then he said, I really need to go to this surgery because I don't want any problem. So actually asked in the group seva that, our group, we were like 15, 20 people on the group seva, and saying that operation would not take place and that stone would just burst and dissolve. And that was my intention, yeah. And then he goes to the doctor and the doctor touches his stomach and says, do you have pain? And he's like, no. He's like, then this can't be that you have a stone because you must have pain. So he said, I can do 2 things, take you into surgery and open you up and see if there's a stone, or I can do a CT scan and check. So when he actually did the CT scan, there was no stone.
Oh my!
There was actually no stone. So when I spoke to my mom saying, I wonder, what happened? I'm like, yeah, okay, you wonder. I know what happened. But that's how, how powerful our parent seva group is, because it's a group energy. And the group energy obviously makes a lot of changes in our parents' life. So we've had many, many miracles for our parents, actually. Not only this, but I think every person on the parent seva has miracles. And then we have level 2. So level 2 is the next part, which we deal only with negativity. And that our dates are 27th and 28th of March. Again, you get 2 additional charts. And it's from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30. So that's again a 2-day class in the morning. Or the option is April 3rd, where it's a 1-day class, and much more easier, 10:30 to 4:30. So, and yeah, we can change the slides, Ruchira.
Yeah.
So what do we learn in level 1? So this is what we've been talking in level 1. We learn the dynamics of the level 1. What is energy? How does a conscious mind play in your thought forms? How the subconscious mind can create different requirements of what you want to achieve. And we teach you how to use a pendulum. Now, basically, we're teaching you how to use a pendulum not for yes and no answers, but actually as a healing tool and a healing modality. And how to use the pendulum for clearing, which is a very powerful, and we explain. So most of our explanation is scientific based. As we told you, it's a technique, and we validate every step of our technique by scientific answers, so that, you know, even like usually we have guys who are like very, you know, like, oh, this is all mumbo jumbo. We, like, women are more open to the intuitive and to learn, but for guys it's very much, you know, they need that technical aspect, that scientific explanation. And so this is what you receive, that you know, backed up by scientific, because we've done a lot of research into this method and how it actually works. And then how time plays in your life, how time factor is moving in your life, and the limiting patterns and thoughts, how they affect us. And obviously the BNC miracle method. And what can you do with it? You can do anything and everything. I always say limitations is in your mind. You can work on health, money, relationship, property, business, or any area of your life. You can work it on yourself, you can work it for your children, you can work on parents, you can work for family members. And so our usual price is 40,000 rupees, or US dollar 6 to 7. But for today, it's going to be 22,000 rupees, or US dollar 345. And included in that, we're doing 5 bonuses of money manifestation worth 5,000, and 5 group calls for Parent Seva, also worth 5,000. And so this is available for the next 24 hours only. Yeah, so grab it.
So that's fantastic, Brenda. That means that if I have parents or family members who have health issues or money issues, etc., I can get those resolved as well through the 5 group calls on the parents.
Yeah, so usually, yes, we work on parents. So any parent or anyone older, like older person. So yes, not on health. That will come with level 1 and 2. But if you do only level 1, it's money. And yes, money you can work on yourself. You can work on your spouse. You can work on any loved one. It doesn't have to be on yourself if you feel you need to work on somebody else. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. No, I was saying for the 5 group calls for Parent Seva, that means yes. It also allows me to heal my parents or elders in my family.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's a really, really awesome bonus to have.
Yes.
All right. And plus money manifestation, because that just whatever you spend, you're going to probably, you don't need to worry about what you're spending on.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the idea behind everything.
Awesome. All right. And we have level 2, level 1 and 2 combined.
Yeah. So as we said, level 2 works on negativity. So you will learn to clear lethal negativity, spells, psychic attacks, implants, entities. We could work on a level of clearing the house and property. So as we said, sometimes you're really stuck with something, and doing level 2 will give you that ability to move yourself. So anywhere where you don't move, chronic issues, or you go to doctors and they can't figure out what's wrong with you, or you lose your job suddenly. Level 2 is a very good tool to have for you to actually have in your to learn, because it gives you so much more to do. And we've had so many miracles where, with people have learned level 1 and 2, their lives have basically changed. As you heard Namrata actually did only level 1 and 2. And that was it. Then her life, then she learned 2 years later, level 3 and level 4. So just having this, and actually in her family, she had a lot of negativity. And so this was part of, a big step for her. And she actually saw the change, how negative people, all of these evil eyes, spells, curses, all of them just went on disappearing, and actually made so much ease in her life. So the usual price for this class, both these classes are 78,000 rupees, or US dollars 1,222. So 1,222. And for today, 24 hours, 46% off. It's 42,000 rupees, or US dollars 658. And with that, we also include our bonuses. So you get 10 money manifestations. So ensuring that you are surely going to receive what you spend. 5 group calls for your parents. And 3, we work on health. So this is where we allow you to work on your health. So as a group, we'll work on either your health issue or a loved one's health issue. So yeah.
That's incredible. That's a really, really fabulous value, because your sessions, will reveal your session costs as well. But
yeah,
this is more reasonable than going through years of medication, doctors, hospital bills, and all those things. Being able to finally resolve issues which have been stuck around for a long time. Today, we've spoken to so many people who've tried different methods to resolve their problems and still not been able to. That's incredible. I have a really sweet message from Vinita, by the way, everyone. Brenda, Charu, this is especially for you. Vinita says, Charuji had done healing sessions for my sister who had multiple health issues, and she's so much better. I have total faith in this incredibly amazing miracle method.
Thank
you, Vinita.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
actually, she's very much right, because Charu and me have seen that it actually changes. It's such an empowering tool. Just having this to know and learn, it makes such a big difference in your life.
Awesome. We'll just share your session. You have sessions on offer today as well.
So our personal sessions are 12,000 rupees, or US dollar 188. But for today, 37% off, a special price of 7,500, or US dollar 118.
And you also have a 3-session package.
Yeah, so 3 sessions is for people who have chronic issues. So that's where we were asking people, people were asking how many sessions. So here is a good gauge to look at, where you're having issues that have been there for a long time. Then we generally take 3 sessions, because we need to work on the space, we work to negativity, and then we get to work on the issue. So 3 sessions is what we suggest. And it's usually at 36,000, US dollar 564, and the special price is at 18,000, or US dollar 282. So a 50% off we are giving.
And there are 2 other things that are on offer. We've not shown that here, but the links to block your time or book those will be shared by the team on the Telegram group. You have an offer on 5 sessions as well today, Brenda, Charu?
That's right. So our 5 sessions are for 25,000 at a discounted rate of 25,000 rupees, just 5,000 rupees instead of 7.5. I don't have the dollar.
Yeah. And we're also offering level 2. If you've already done level 1 for the BNC Miracle Method, because I know we have had loads and loads of people who've already done level 1 with offers before on masterclasses. And so if you want to do level 2 now, and you want to avail of the offer on level 2, that's payment links to that is also going to be shared on Telegram right now. There is an offer out on that too.
That's right.
All right. We'll just stop sharing the screen. I'll take a look at questions. If you have on, you can share on Telegram. I'm going to take a look at some of the issues that people had put in. Anjana said, my mom is 83. And in fact, I wanted to raise this because is there an age limit or, beyond which you can't heal someone?
No. My mom is
Okay, all right.
86 and I heal everything
My
for
dad
her.
is 86.
Wow, wow. Okay, all right. So Anjana says her mom is 83 and she is, it says CKD. I'm not sure what that's an abbreviation for what, but she says she is CKD and heart patient. Last 3 years, her HP goes
It's
down.
chronic
I
kidney
think that's
disorder.
chemo. Okay.
Chronic kidney disorder.
Okay. And she's had 4 to 5 blood transfusions, and she has high potassium, high BP, lower back pain, swollen legs, breathlessness, and very weak. Can this be addressed with BNC?
Yes, it can be.
Okay.
A lot
So
of the
is this
medicine that can be addressed, Ruchira, is their comfort. So a lot of times, at that age, they are have a lot of discomfort. So we can actually give them that peace of mind, that ease. That is what they're looking for most of the time, that peace and ease.
okay? And I wanted to ask, is this sort of a scenario, what would you usually advise them? Should they buy like a 5 session package or should they learn the method? Because frankly, learning level 1 is more reasonable. That's
Yeah,
22,000,
yeah.
and buying a 5 session package is 25. Even though you're offering such an amazing price today, I would think level 1, learning level 1, considering that it's only 6 hours, right?
Yes, learning is better for her then because then she gets parents chance to work with the parent seva as well. And then we guide also. We guide students how to then work on the parents.
Okay, okay, fantastic. So they have that support as well from you. Okay. I'm going to take a look at any other. Dimple had asked, does BNC Miracle Method work on obesity and weight? And there were a couple of other people who had asked about how does it work on weight issues.
So see, the first thing that we need to work on in for obesity is motivation to exercise. So that's the first thing that we do. So once you're motivated to exercise and also to eat healthy. So these are the two things that need to be addressed in any obesity plan.
Okay.
And then then the third thing is that we look at why a person is not able to lose weight. So that's the third aspect. So yes, you can, but again, it would need more than 5 sessions because weight is created by exercise, emotional eating, and maybe sometimes even like thyroid and PCOD and all of these things also. So we need to understand what's the background and of weight loss. But yes, we have worked on weight loss as well. But again, here we suggest learning the method because you can clear. Okay, I have a craving for this. I can clear that. And it takes you like 15 minutes to do a small mini clearance. So you can work on yourself and gives you much better results.
Okay. When I'm learning on level 1, do I get enough practice to feel confident enough to heal someone else?
Yeah. So what happens is as this method is result oriented. So within 2 days, every student so far who has learned starts seeing some results within 2 days. So then once you taste blood, then okay, I can do it. So this is how it is. Like in the many awareness talk, people tell us how much commitment I have to do every day. I don't have time. But these questions are irrelevant because once you learn it and once you see results, then it is addictive. So then you automatically spend more time in the method because let me now clear this. Oh, now let me address that. So it becomes like that.
All right, great. And so I just want to tell everybody the little surprise for everyone is that we have Brenda and Charu again tomorrow at 11:11 on a special money call. Yeah, talking about how BNC works on monies particularly. All right. And I'm going to make one request with Brenda and Charu, if it's okay. Can we take on one more person who may be suffering from pain and look at how we can help them?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. The link to tomorrow's call will be on the Telegram group. So I know a few people today had to drop off because of pain issues and a couple of other things. So you still have another chance to speak to Brenda and Charu tomorrow on a Zoom call at 11:11 India time in the morning. And that's a call that's entirely focused on monies and how BNC Miracle Method works on money manifestation. Yeah. And I'm just going to check with the team if they can share with me someone. So again, the request is if you're suffering from severe pain right now in any part of your body, rank it. Give me like a 10 being really, really like unbearable and you want to hit somebody and one being okay, even if it doesn't get solved, it's all right. All right, I have Shrupa sent me a name, Chitra has severe pain in her right heel and she's ranked at 10. Chitra, do you feel like kicking your heel? All right, let's have Chitra.
Hi, yes,
Hi,
I
Chitra.
have a very bad heel pain. Actually, it got triggered because of a recent knee injury that I had in my right knee almost 3 months back, which actually I have a meniscus tear, so and a very bad meniscus tear, which and with a lot of physio and rehab, now I am at like 50%, 60% better than what I was 3 months back. And now what has happened is because the muscle has become weak and obviously the movements were so restricted and all that. So now it has started, the load is coming on the heel and it is affecting my heel very badly. I'm having last 2-3 days, I've had very severe pain in my
At the moment,
in
it is
right
hurting.
heel.
At the moment, you
Sorry.
said it's hurting.
At the moment, it is not really hurting, but it has been there continuously for 2-3 days now. In fact, even in the afternoon, it was hurting very badly. At this particular moment, it is minimal, unfortunately. So I can't.
Unfortunately. So how much is the pain right now?
Right now, I can say it is about 20%.
So on a scale of 10, it is 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20% only
The
right
right
now.
heel pain or the knee you're talking about?
Ankle, heel pain.
Yeah, we're talking only about heel pain.
But I had listed some other issues also in the Telegram chat, which is I have been suffering from chronic IBS I've been suffering from IBS for about 8 years now, and bloating and a lot of digestive issues, hyperacidity. So I'm like, it's been, the IBS has gotten to, it's gotten really bad in the last 1.5-2 years.
So we'll let Brenda and Charu work on your pain right now, and they'll respond to you on your other health concerns on the group itself. Yeah?
Sorry, it has been informed in the group?
I said that we'll let Brenda and Charu work on your pain right now.
Okay.
And they'll respond to your other issues on the Telegram.
Okay. Sure.
So we can have her back.
Okay. Chitra?
Yeah,
Chitra,
hi.
can you hear us? Hi.
It's showing 3 minutes for energy to integrate, but still we can ask her to check.
Okay. Chitra, do you feel something already?
So as I said, the pain was very minimal at this point in time. I am not able to assess it, but I can tell you. I mean, I really hope I feel that whatever you have done works on me, because the kind of pain that I've been having for the last 2 3 days is I wasn't able to plant my heel down. At the minute I try to stand up on my feet, it hurt so badly that I would like I would wince in pain, and it's kind of, I initially for at least few minutes I would be kind of limping. So let's see. I mean, I have to only wait and see how it whether the whatever healing you have done, it I over by tomorrow morning or something, when I wake up, whether I feel that intensity of pain. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm not able to tell you at this minute whether
Yeah,
it has worked
best at
on
the
me or not.
moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
So anyway, basically, I actually, what you were talking about, you have IBS and digestive issues. So I just
Yes.
checked the emotion behind those, that IBS and digestive, and it's actually something to do with forgiveness. So there's something in your life that you haven't forgiven someone or forgiven yourself. So maybe you can look at that, and that can shift as well.
Yeah, I know. I can. You're bang on. Actually, I've
And
been through
actually,
a
the heel pain is actually not linked to the knee. It's actually linked to the forgiveness. So now that forgiveness really needs to be done. You can't keep it anymore.
I have been trying to do that. But it is not easy because I
There's no
have
such
faced
thing
a.
as trying. I always tell people, no such thing as trying. Try to pick up the pencil. You can or you cannot. So you cannot. So you can decide now. So actually, forgiveness is very hard. I agree with you. And maybe you can look at taking sessions, because when we do energetic work, that actually the imbalance and the charge and whatever actually you're stuck with can be actually released very beautifully, and you don't even have to go through the trauma and the ifs and the buts and everything. So maybe think
Mm-hmm.
about it, since you said you were doing so long with your digestive.
Mm-hmm.
So see how it works for you and can contribute to your life.
Yeah, yeah, right. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thanks, Chitra. Thanks, Brenda. Thanks, Charu. I just want to repeat for everyone. You all have Brenda and Charu one more time tomorrow at 11:11, especially talking about monies and how the BNC Miracle Method works with monies. Yeah. And of course, you have all those bonuses on the offers today, and that special pricing that Brenda and Charu have been so generous with. I want to take everyone through quickly what's on offer. So you have level 1, that's at 22,000 rupees only, and it's the dates for that is 13th and 14th of March, so it's quite soon. And so you'll be able to resolve your having the benefit of having a workshop coming up early is that you can address your issues very soon. Yeah, that always gives you so much hope. And that's 6 hours split between 13th and 14th of March. You have another option, which is the option I'll be going for. That's on 21st of March, 10:30 to 4:30 p.m. Yeah, and that's for level 1. Level 1 has bonuses, the 5 instant money manifestation group calls and the 5 group calls for parent saver. The second option is you can do level 1 and level 2, and payment links for that too are on the Zoom chat as well as on Telegram group. When you're choosing level 1 and 2, you're being able to heal yourself of whether it's chronic ailments, whether it's health issues, whether it's money or relationship issues. You're able to do that for yourself and for others. You learn the actual BNC miracle method, the method itself. And when you're doing level 2, you also learn how to clear negativity. And that means negative entities, etc. Right, Charu? Am I right with that? Right. So that's a deeper level. And in terms of, and you get 2 additional charts as well. The charts and the pendulum are your main primary tools in practicing the BNC miracle method. So the first level gets you, of course, it's like a really good way to empower yourself, because you don't have to feel helpless and powerless in life challenges. And level 2 gets you a little bit more advanced, and you'll probably take a shorter time to heal people and heal yourself as well, right? Because you're getting more advanced with the method itself. Okay. And that's at 42,000 rupees only. That's 658 US dollars. These are offers valid for only 24 hours. So of course you should try and avail them before. Don't think too long about it. We end up spending so much more on hospital bills and doctors, not counting all the other things that we end up spending and on. Another highlight that I want to give is level 1 and 2 has a whole bunch of bonuses. You have 10 money manifestation calls, right?
For level 1 and 2.
When you do level 1 and 2. And you have all those parent saver, as well as health issues, 5 calls to remove any health issues that you have. Yeah, so that's almost like you're having sessions plus you're learning the method. And Brenda and Charu are offering just level 2 as well. Links to purchase that. If you've already done level 1 and you want to avail level 2 at a cool offer, then that's also available today. Plus, of course, you've got the sessions. Yeah, so you can try just 1 session for 7,500, or you can buy a package of 3 sessions or a package of 5 sessions. 5 sessions is at 25,000, which is fantastic because it comes to about basically 5,000 rupees per session. And 3 sessions is at 18,000 rupees. Yeah. For both, mostly for really long-term chronic ailments, Brenda, Charu, you would go for a 3 session. That would be a safe bet.
Yes.
3 to 5.
3 to 5 sessions. Okay. All right. I must tell everybody, when Brenda and Charu come on Mystic Lotus Masterclasses and offer their session packages like this, I usually buy them, and I've seen a few others also, buy them and hoard them, yeah, so that they can use it over time. They can have others in their family use it, because it's so rare when they have this sort of an offer. I've seen some of my friends have done this. That's why I really know this.
Yeah, so once you buy the package, you can use it for yourself or for someone else in the family. It's not that for one person only. It can be for any person.
Yeah. So this can be even bought. I remember somebody had asked about their husband having a smoking addiction. So you can gift your husband as a package of sessions, right? How fabulous. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. If you have more questions, I'm just going to take a quick look at Telegram if there are any questions in there.
So tomorrow, I just want to say that the money, it's a money awareness. So it's going to be like people will have an awareness of what's blocking their money. So it's a cool information. Like today we gave the information of what emotion is stuck in your health. Tomorrow we will tell people where their money blocks are. So what's blocking, how their mindset is blocking their money abundance. So it's going to be a very a big awareness session. So I would invite everyone to hop on and take advantage of what you receive.
Yeah, fantastic.
As I said, 50% awareness is a big healing itself.
That's right. That's right. Brenda, Chitra's asking, is there a time limit on the session usage? Like,
No, we don't put a time limit.
Okay. All right.
We haven't yet put it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So I love buying and hoarding. Although now finally I have decided to learn, so I don't need to buy the sessions anymore. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, as well.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Charu. Thank you for spending your Saturday evening with us.
Actually, it was a cool Saturday evening. Yeah, it was quite awesome, and I actually thank everyone, both of us, thank all of you all for actually giving us and trusting in what you could receive from us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.